Hi guys, it's Grace with Grace Gets Gastric, and I am here today for another meal prep Sunday recipe video. Today I'm going to be showing you how I make a protein-packed blueberry baked oatmeal. It is not particularly low carb, so if you are a ketoer or super low carb, you might want to skip this one. But if, like me, you do allow the occasional carb into your diet, this might be one that you're interested in. It is super delicious if you like baked oatmeal. So definitely a different kind of texture than regular oatmeal. And all of the carbs in this one are really coming from the oats, which I think is kind of a healthy carb in my opinion, as well as blueberries. There's some protein powder to up the protein, and just to make it a little bit more macro friendly. And it is a really filling and delicious breakfast in my opinion. Lots of energy when I consume this one. It's great for workout days, or if you want like a pre-workout kind of snack, or even if you just like a little bit of a sweet breakfast in the morning, this is a really great option. It's pretty easy to throw together, and it's great for meal prepping, hence the meal prep Sunday, but it's one of those ones that I can make on a Sunday, I can portion out, and it lasts me throughout the week. So if you're interested in watching this, go ahead and stick around. All right, so today I'm going to show you how I make this protein-packed blueberry baked oatmeal. So to get started, you are going to need some oats, just regular oats here. You'll want some blueberries. I think this is about 2 cups of blueberries. Some butter or a butter substitute. I just happen to have this butter substitute on hand, and it's a little bit lower calorie, so I'm just using it up. You'll want some baking powder, some kind of milk. I'm using an unsweetened vanilla almond milk. You'll want some kind of sugar-free syrup. So this is a cinnamon vanilla flavor. You could also just use like a maple syrup, but some kind of sugar-free sweetener. You'll want some protein powder. Generally like a vanilla protein powder would be good, but you can use any flavor. This is a cereal milk flavor I'm again just trying to use up. You'll want an egg, some vanilla extract, and some salt. To get started, you're going to take a 8x8 baking dish and coat that with cooking spray and set it aside. And then you're going to take a large mixing bowl and put in the 2 tablespoons of butter or butter substitute, and then go ahead and put that in the microwave until melted. And then you're going to add in your milk. So this is 2 cups of almond milk, and then your sugar-free syrup. So this is about 1/3 of sugar-free syrup of your choice before you add in your egg. And then you just really want to whisk that together. So make sure that the egg, the milk, and the syrup are all really well blended before adding in the 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. And then again, you are going to want to make sure that everything is nice and mixed. So then you are going to mix together the dry ingredients. So you'll take a smaller bowl, and in that you will put your 2 cups of rolled oats. I am weighing it, so that's what you're seeing here, 2 cups of rolled oats. And then you'll add in the 1 teaspoon of baking powder. You'll add in half a teaspoon of salt. And then I like to add in 2 spoonfuls or 2, I don't know what you call that measurement, but 2 things of, 2 scoops, that's the word, scoops of protein powder. So this is 2 scoops of protein powder just to give this an extra kick. So this is just the cereal milk or like a vanilla flavor, and then I do kind of blend it together. I clearly picked a slightly too small bowl, so I'm being a little bit more careful here. But once you've got those mixed, you will then add the dry ingredients to the wet ingredients, and you will just stir until they are all mixed together. So you just mix the wet, you mix the dry, and then you mix them together. And it's going to be kind of a soupy consistency with just obviously the bits of oats in, but you do want to make sure you mix until it's all well blended before you go ahead and just dump all of that into the baking dish that you've already prepared. And once it has been added to the baking dish, then you can add in the blueberries. So I'm just using this whole thing of blueberries. You can use however much or as little as you would like. In this case, it's about 2 cups for me, and I'm just adding them on top so that I can get them evenly distributed throughout the mixture, and so that they don't all completely sink to the bottom. So this way, it'll just make sure that I've got a good distribution and it looks nice and pretty. So then once we have done that, you'll go ahead and put the mixture or the baking dish into the oven at 375 degrees, and you'll go ahead and bake that for about 35 minutes or until the top is kind of golden. So you'll see that here looks nice and delicious. And so for me, I divide this up by 6 servings. So I get 6 servings, and each one of those servings is about 6.5 ounces. So as I said, I get 6 servings, about 6.5 ounces each, and per serving it is 220 calories, 27.6 grams of carbs, 6.6 grams of fat, 13.4 grams of protein, and we have 4.3 grams of fiber. So this is a higher carb breakfast option, but it is still stats that work for me. It's really filling, it's super delicious, and if you are having one of those days, those weeks where you really just want something a little bit more traditionally breakfast food tasting, this is a really great option to kind of satisfy that breakfast baked good desire without totally blowing your macro budget. Anyways, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this recipe video, and I will see you in the next one.